guys, it's your girl Melissa. Today we're having Little Caesars stuffed crust, pepperoni, pineapple, a ton of sauces, of course, some crazy bread. It's been a long time. So long that I think the last time I actually filmed was like a month ago. But I have yet to even edit that video. A lot of being lazy and unmotivated, but we'll get to that in a second. I'm so hungry. Hubby and I started intermittent fasting literally like 2 days ago, I think. We started on April 1st. April 1st. Oh! I got butter all over my hands. I'm doing a 16 to 8 fast. So I'm not eating for 16 hours. Only doing an 8-hour eating window. Hubby's doing 6-hour eating window. So the only thing that's hard for me is the mornings because I've been trying to get up early. Early for me is like 6 o'clock. And I just think about food. So hubby and I will drink a black coffee. No creamer because no calories. This looks so good. I wanted something really cheesy and really saucy. Amazing. Little Caesars is probably my favorite pizza. I was going through a list of like Domino's, Mountain Mike's, Round Table, and none of it sounded good, but Little Caesars. And I do overthink stuff, so when I'm like trying to pick what I'm going to eat for mukbangs, I'm like, when was the last time I did it? Is it too soon? Are they going to think I do it too much? But for those of you guys who are going to check, the last time I did it was 5 months ago, which didn't seem too long ago because I haven't been filming that much in between. You know me, I always need a little extra marinara. Anyways, how have you guys been? It's been too long. So long, in fact, that I don't even remember what I talked about on the last video, so it could be that I'm repeating things. But honestly, everything's been so good. So good with work. So good with hubby, Scarlett. Sorry, so messy. She's 7 months now. Time is legit flying. I'm already planning her first birthday party. And so, I think I brought this up before. I was torn between if we should do a first birthday party for her, if we just should like go on a trip or something. We ended up choosing to do a birthday party for her with family and friends. We're just like, there's no way we're not going to throw her one. let's be honest. So that's in the works. It's actually getting me excited. What I realize with myself is when I have too much time on my hands, that's when I actually feel very anxious. So I need to constantly be doing things, even though sometimes, yes, it does make me overwhelmed when I have a laundry list of things to do. But when I'm planning for something, it gets me excited, like it keeps me going. Like I said, Scarlett is 7 months. For those of you who follow me on Instagram, you know that. And I would say up until this point, 4 months was probably my favorite in terms of milestones for her, because that's when she started rolling over. And I think that's when she started like really laughing and giggling. But now 7 months is just like top that. Hands down. She's able to sit up unassisted now. She's moving around so fluid, like she's crawling. She started to crawl. She actually crawled for the first time while I was at work, and hubby was able to get it on camera, which was fun. He called me right away. What else is she doing? She's starting to babble. As a parent, I feel like it's so easy to get really concerned about your baby in terms of their milestones, and it doesn't help. Like, as much as you tell yourself not to compare your kids with other kids, honestly, it wasn't even a comparison game for me. I have a lot of friends who have kids at Scarlett's age, and it's not comparing her to them. It's actually just like reading things. So I follow a monthly tracker where babies typically are with their milestones, and it was supposed to be like at 4 months she was already supposedly supposed to be babbling, and she wasn't. And so when she hit 7 months, I'm not gonna lie, I was really worried, because I'm like, if anything, she'll say things like you know, but and she'd kind of like squeal. I know that's some baby's form of communication. So she'll like scream, but never like ma, ba, ga. None of that. So I reached out to her doctor. One, yes, I will say I'm a little bit more conservative compared to like hubby. He's like, it should be fine. Like, we know that there's different ranges when they meet, like when they hit milestones. And I'm like, yeah, I'm just reach out to her doctor just in case, because I like to get ahead of it. So I'm like, if she needs help with her speech or whatever, like, let's get on it now. So they had me fill out a super long questionnaire for what things, like, can Scarlett do this? If you give her 2 toys, does she bang it together? Does she make eye contact? Like, that kind of stuff. And anyways, I'm not sure what she scored, but they're like, okay, let's go get her evaluated for her hearing. And I was all for it. I'm like, you know, let them do the hearing test. But in reality, her hearing is so good. Better than mine. You know, when she eats, she gets super distracted. So, like, everything has to be so quiet. But if we're feeding her, I swear, if, like, a pin drop, she gets so distracted. She'll stop eating. So I know her hearing's really well. When we call her, she gets super startled with sounds. Anyway, all that to say, hubby was with Scarlett at one of our friend's daughter's parties, and she was just apparently talking up a storm. Started babbling out of nowhere. One of our friend's moms swears that she said dada, like very clearly. I don't know if hubby heard it, but the mom was like, yeah, she's never said dada before. And then that same night, when I got home from work, she's saying mom, very close to saying mama. I'm just trying to get it on camera. So, like I said, I've been in a better space mentally. One, I want to thank my friend K. Marie and hubby and Mel Robbins. So, my friend K. Marie, she's like, you haven't filmed in a while, you know, you haven't posted anything. And I'm like, yeah, I just don't really have time. Not true. I just wasn't making time. I have the time, I just wasn't prioritizing filming. And it got to a point where before I would film like on my day off, Mondays typically, and then when Tuesday comes around, I'll post my video. Well, it got to the point where I wasn't filming at all. It wasn't even on my mind. And then Tuesday would come along and I'm like, oh, forgot to film, forgot to, you know, put out a video next week. And I just kept saying that, next week, next week. So she's like, how come you won't film when you get home? And I'm like, because it's dark. And she's like, can you film at home? I'm like, yeah, but I don't want to. And I don't want to be away for too long. Okay, well, can you like order DoorDash so you're not gone for too long? And I'm like, well, I want my food to be hot and fresh. So she goes, okay, excuses. And it's true. I was just making excuses. I was like giving every excuse in the book as to why I'm not filming. And so here I am. I made time, like an hour out of my day. I worked it out with hubby where he's watching Scarlett while I leave really quick, film. So it's kind of nice. Hopefully I get back into some sort of routine. Mel Robbins and hubby. Hubby also is like, don't fall off too long, you know? Once you stop filming and you let, you know, days turn into weeks, weeks turn into months, and a year goes by and you still haven't filmed anything, so he's just like, don't let it get to that point. So thank you. And Mel Robbins. Who is Mel Robbins? Mel Robbins is like a life coach, motivational speaker. She's someone that I originally started listening to on YouTube for her content on anxiety. And once I started working again, I found myself driving to work and not really making any use of that time. And I'm like, you know what? Why won't I listen to a podcast? Lo and behold, I didn't know Mel Robbins had a podcast. Like I said, I just used to listen to her on YouTube. Her podcasts are so good. I swear, this is like free plug to her. Listen to her. She's so good. very inspirational, very motivational. Since having Scarlett, I had zero motivation to wake up early. Which some of you guys might argue, you know, get as much sleep as you can. The thing is, I do get a lot of sleep. The problem is Scarlett sleeps early, and hubby and I would find ourselves just laying in bed. For me, not doing anything productive, I'd probably get in bed by like 9:30 and not actually sleep until past 11. Which was a problem because then I woke up so tired, constantly snoozing my alarm, getting up right when Scarlett gets up, and then I couldn't get anything done. Okay. It took me listening to one Mel Robbins podcast where she talks about procrastination, and like one of the first things you do to procrastinate to start your day is hitting that snooze button. And I am so guilty. Like, you'll find that I have several alarms, and that's a red flag already. Like, why would you need an alarm at 6, 6:15, 6:30? You do that because you know you're gonna keep snoozing. And it's funny because the thing is, when you snooze your alarm, you can't tell me that you're getting like more restful sleep, right? If anything, when I wake up, I actually feel super groggy.
Answer.
Who's calling me? Unknown. Sorry. Unknown caller. I get so many spam calls. So, I wake up. Now I'm in a rush. Either to get ready for work, to have breakfast, coffee, just like things that I need to get done in the morning, feeding Scarlett, that kind of stuff. Obviously, I'm going to prioritize feeding Scarlett, so the rest gets kind of like pushed to the back burner. Anyway, I'm now waking up at like 6 a.m., sometimes even earlier, depending on what time Scarlett wakes up in the morning to eat. She'll go back to bed, like if she wakes up at 4:30 because she's hungry.
Answer.
What is going on?
Transfer.
Hello?
Hello, we just wanted to say hi to everyone.
Oh, I was wondering who that was.
Hello, everybody.
Say hi, hubby and Scarlett.
Miss you guys.
Oh, are these going to be the cameos from now on?
No. Hopefully I'll be in a video soon.
Yeah.
Say hi, Baba. Say hi, Baba.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, hubby's twin.
Okay, we'll let you get back to it.
Bye.
Just wanted to say hello. Love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Oh, okay, so it was hubby. That was the person I was ignoring. In my car, it just showed like unknown caller, so I thought it was spam. Anyway, yeah, I've been getting up. I've had time to myself. I've been able to pump. I'm just feeling better overall because I've gotten up an hour before I typically do. I could do laundry. I can sit and have coffee in peace. I can just like plan out my day. It is so nice. I honestly feel like I have a sense of freedom. Anyways, sometimes you need to listen to someone who's not in like your friend circle or family. I know that sounds silly, right? Because it's like, okay, why are you going to listen to someone who's not close to you? But sometimes you need that, so that way you don't feel like attacked. Imagine if like family or friends were to tell you, you need to get your ass up. Like, stop being lazy, stop making excuses. Because sometimes it can come off offensive. Not in this case with like hubby and my friend, but I'm just saying like with anything. Sometimes like working out with people too, that's an example. Sometimes when I'm working out with others and they're trying to be motivational, it ends up being annoying for me instead of like if it was like a workout instructor or coach. It's getting hot. Anyways, I feel like I babbled about that for so long. Let's talk about first birthdays. Can you guys give me any birthday theme ideas for first birthdays? I want it to be cute, creative. It doesn't have to be girly. For some reason, I don't like purples. I don't like the color purple or blues. I do like a play on words. So, for example, our friend recently had their daughter turn 1, and they did a hole-in-one golf party. So I need help thinking of something for Scarlett. I'm just on Pinterest trying to get ideas. But I'm such an indecisive person because I really thought I was going to do like a rainbow theme for her. I did my Pinterest board and everything. This has been like something I wanted to do for months, and now I'm kind of wanting to change my mind. I'm getting kind of full. But I have missed you guys. What is new? I miss hearing from like my regular viewers and stuff. There's a couple of names that come to mind. Do you guys have any fun plans for the summer coming up? Any vacations or anything like that? I just want to swim. Scarlett loves the water. We actually just got her to do a big girl bath before she was like in one of those tubs. Those baby tubs, but hubby drew her a bath in our bathtub in the master bathroom. And she loved it. She was all kicking around and stuff. So cute. I think I'm done. So obviously, this isn't the healthiest meal. I don't want to overindulge because I'm doing intermittent fasting. So I'm still breastfeeding. I read that you can intermittent fast as long as you're still getting the calories in for a baby within that eating window. So I'm keeping that in mind. I have a drink. I haven't had a lemon brisk in so long. Anyways, I miss you guys. I'm gonna go. I keep looking in the mirror just to make sure I don't have food in my face. But I love you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see this face again. Keep it yummy. Mwah.